I want to make it bulldozer. Girl, I want to make you bulldozer. I feel like it make you bulldozer. No, bulldozer. I want to make it bulldozer. Girl, I want to make you bulldozer. I feel like it make you bulldozer.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Lady of the Throne, where God dwells within me as me, and I am here to talk to you today about what's coming up in love for you and your person of interest from February 16th to the 29th. So if you're listening and you like this or resonate with this, be sure to hit the thumbs up button before you go. Drop a comment down below and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. So are you ready to know what is coming up in love for you? Well, let's get started. So, Virgo, this is going to be for you guys, February 16th to the 29th. And I have a question for you all. And the question today is a little weird at first, but you'll understand as we go through everything. So, this question that I have is either going to relate to yourself or the person that you're attracted to, or whoever is attracted to you, right? The question is, one of you guys in this connection feels like just a piece of meat, just casual, only lust, and only interested in sex. Is this you, or is this the person you're interested in? Somebody in the connection feels this way, okay? So that's going to be the main theme here, and which is why you see the stakes and everything. Because someone does feel like that, and we're going to find out who feels like this. Okay, this person is feeling like telling you some truths about how they feel during the end of February, but it's going to be subtle truths. It's like they're not telling you everything. They're not really being fully open with you, and I think that you're going to sense this, because I feel like they're ambitious. Like, as far as them coming forward, they have a lot of ambition. They're pretty determined to get something started with you, but in their offer is not the big offer. Like, they're not coming in saying, I want a relationship with you, but they're coming in saying that I do want something with you, Virgo. They want something from you, and I feel like they know what they want, but they may take a childish approach to it, or may not give you the thing that you would expect a person to give you who has real feelings for you. They are not giving you something deeply committed, Virgo. However, they see you as some type of damsel in distress. They could be coming in because they feel like you need their help. They like to feel needed. They like to feel needed by somebody. They like to feel wanted. They like to feel needed. So if you come across as if you need their help in some kind of way, then that is how you are going to be able to pull this kind of person in, because this is someone who may have strong Taurus in their chart or strong Pisces in their chart, because Pisces, Taurus, who else is like the Gemini? Oh my gosh. May have strong Gemini in their chart. I know some Geminis who are very helpful, who like to just like run in and help people. And some Cancers. Cancers are definitely caretakers. So they could be someone who has these signs in their birth chart strongly. And if they do, then this is someone who thrives off of their love interest playing damsel in distress. They feel like you need them, or you need them there to support you. And so that's what they could be coming in to do. They could be coming in to support you guys financially. They could be like seeing that you need their help with something, and they could be doing this for you, because they could be someone who has more than you, something like that. But this is somebody who is like, okay, well, I'll be there then, right? They may see you as someone who's lonely. You've been single for some time, Virgo. You may not have had a relationship for some time. And they could be like, you know what, like, I'm gonna come in. But there's still this lingering lustful energy that's hanging above this whole situation. This person wants all of your love, Virgo. They want all of you. all of you. They want everything. They want all of you to themselves. They also want all of your opinions and truths about how you feel. They want you to be prepared to express yourself in total honesty with them when they see you or when they're around you. Because I feel like this person is about to take an action toward you, and it's going to be a quick action toward you. And so you have to be ready to take action when they come in with the action. You have to follow, because I feel like this is a person who's on the verge of making their way to you to offer you this offer. Although this offer, once again, is not a big offer, it's something small, which could make you feel like they're only coming in to have sex with you. That's how you may be perceiving this. This is something that your intuition has been telling you, and this kind of scares this person about you, Virgo. It's like you know that there's something hidden. You know that there's a hidden motive. You know that behind this person's tough exterior and behind this person's like offer that they're giving you, because they may seem like they're coming in with to help you with something, or they may seem like they're coming in to want to be there for you, to support you because you've been single for some time. But when they come in, you know that something's hiding. You know intuitively that they just want to engage in sexual intercourse. Like, you know that they want that. So your intuition is scaring this person because they know you know. They know you know. But they portray a role as if they're coming in for something different when they come in. If that makes sense. So this makes you feel like, you know what, with a person like this, I have to be more strong-minded, because I can easily be swiped and swindled and tossed around any kind of way with this kind of person. Because it's not that they're manipulating you. They actually genuinely like you. They genuinely want to be in your life. There's genuine love there, but they're not coming in for that. They're coming in to assist with something, and that's it. But in the back of your mind, you kind of know, like, yeah, I know you want me, but this person may be fighting off their instincts to give to you. Even though you may feel like that's what they want, they're fighting that off. I don't think that this person wants to engage in sexual activity with you. I don't think that they want to, but you know, it's just something, or they might be doing it. It could be the opposite. It could be that they're doing it, but intuitively, you may be picking up that you know that they don't want to take you seriously. So why are they doing this if they're not taking you seriously? That could be what you know intuitively, that they don't want to be with you, but they do want that. So it can go like many different ways here. I think that you're at this point where you don't want to let this person use you for this. You don't want this person to use you for just that. You know that this person is coming in to give to you a little bit of them, but not everything. It feels like this is someone who you can't have their heart, you can't have their time, you can't have their love, but you can't have their body, and that's it. So they're not a person who's giving you enough to keep you interested, and they're not going to give you a full love offer. It could be hard to get all of this person without denial being there. For some of you, it could be because there is another person involved. I am picking up that this person has choices or other options, okay? It's like you and this person could be two people who are in the spotlight in some kind of way. You could both be really famous or really popular, or you both get a lot of attention from a lot of people. And you both could be seen as, you know, these people who are widely known, and people like both of you. People really like you, people really like them. So you both get a lot of attention and you're attractive. And that could be the thing that brings you two together, because there's a level of understanding of how you can have somebody on any day. They could have somebody on any day. You both know this about each other. It could also be a connection where you both have known each other since childhood. For some of you, you could have been dealing with this person since you were a little girl, you little boy, or this could be a past life love, okay? But you know that you may feel that you are your person's perfect match, or they're your, no, this is what it is. You feel like they are your perfect match because of their spiritual understanding, or maybe you just have an understanding that this person has a deeper meaning for your life, for to be in your life. It doesn't mean that they feel the same. This is just how you may see it. But again, what's pulling you guys apart is that this person, Virgo, has other options. They have other choices. They're weighing some type of other options right now. You're not the only person that they're thinking about. You're not the only person that they want. You're not the only person that they like right now. They do have interest in someone else right now. So you're not the only factor for this person, Virgo. And I feel like you could get all in your head about this, and they get all in their head too, but this person is more so in their head about their other options, their other possibilities. That's why you're not getting all of them, because this person could be moving on right now. They could be someone who's moving on to be with someone different. They could be moving on to date someone else, or they just could be just not willing to give you more than just sex. So I think also what breaks you two apart sometimes is that somebody in this connection speaks a lot of truth. Somebody in this connection is very, very straightforward and honest. Someone says exactly what it is and how it's supposed to be said and how it's supposed to be taken, and doesn't care what the other person feels. It is what it is kind of person. This kind of pulls you guys apart sometimes, because it could be hard for the other person receiving this the right way. It could be hard to receive that when someone's very blunt. It could be someone like, no, you're not getting anything else but this. If you want this, then yeah, I'll come and see you. Or if you want this, then yeah, this can be this. But if it's not just that, I'm not doing anything else. It can be like that. It could be that bold. Okay, so all in all, I think that what's hidden in the situation is that this person is going to be watching you. This is someone who may try to look for you, but again, I think your intuition is telling you that the only thing that they're looking for you for is one thing. All right, so this person may be looking for you, or they may be like watching what you're doing, but they're just watching you just because of that. You two may not be communicating about anything else. There may not be a level of understanding with communication. You guys could be acting nonchalant toward each other, or they're acting that way toward you. Could be because you have to reach out first to this person and try to get their attention, or it can be because you may be trying to pull on their energy. That's why they're staying, separate. Okay, or someone else could be, because I'm also picking that up too, that somebody else could be pulling on them. Somebody else could be nudging them in their direction, nudging them toward them, and that is probably what they're focused on. But I think that the best thing to do right now is for somebody to show more love and have more confidence in themselves, because you can't pull someone in order to attract them. You have to just be you in order to attract them. So this definitely feels like someone who does have some type of attraction to a person, but is not like they're hiding something. And they're hiding something, so what they're going to show up as is a person who just wants sex. Meanwhile, they're hiding some things from, you'll never get the full truth. You'll never, this is a truth that this person is never going to tell you about. I kind of feel like, never say never, right? But in these days, they're not going to tell you the reason why they're not wanting something really, 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 really serious right now. They can't tell you that right now. It's just something that they're just not going to do. They're not going to tell you that. But they do just want this thing, this whatever it is that you can provide quick, in a way where they don't have to fully explain themselves, then that is what they want. They don't want to have to do that. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Now we're going to talk about the Black History Month person that I have picked for February. Okay, since this is Black History Month, I want to talk about a few Black figures who did something that inspired me, something that made me say wow. And it doesn't have to be the most famous. They don't have to be famous at all. They don't have to be it's not about what things they did really as a person. It's about something that inspired me that they did do that made some type of impact on people, because I'm just that kind of person that likes when people can inspire a number of people. I don't really focus on all the other stuff. I just look at like something that I like, and that's what I like. And so for me, it's just like, for Black History Month, I just want to remember good things about people that did something right at some point, if that makes sense. So I'm highlighting James McCune Smith. James McCune Smith, a lot of you may know about him, especially if you went to like a decent school who at least told you. I'm going to be honest with you, my school didn't tell me about him, but if they did, I didn't pay attention in class, I guess. I don't know, but I don't remember this one. I don't remember, but this one here was the first African American to get a medical degree. And this is a man too, right? And this is what is so cool about this. Yes, because that's the first Black man that got a medical degree. That's cool. But what's really, really cool to me is this. And this is crazy to me, but cool is really the coolest thing. He was at the top of his class in Scotland. First of all, how did you even get to Scotland? That's the first thing. But the thing that I really like is how he attended the African Free School in New York, right? He's from Manhattan, New York. Now, this African Free School was founded by the same people who helped to found the United States of America, the Constitution and everything, a part of the founding team, John Jay and Alexander Hamilton. How are you a Black man in the middle of slavery, and you attend a school that is ran by the people who's creating the United States of America? Like, if you can do that, you can do anything, including run the school, because there's power in that. Many of this school's alumni became leaders in the African American community in New York. These people did amazing things. There was a number of Black people who attended this school and became great. On December 18th, 1865, the 13th Amendment was adopted as part of the U.S. Constitution, which abolished slavery. Okay? No slavery in the United States of America, right? Dr. Smith, this all happened. Look at the time frame. Slavery began somewhere in the 1500s, right? And then about 200 and something, almost 300 years later, he's a Black doctor. And then about 70 something years later, slavery becomes abolished, right? So he's in the middle of everything. And he actually was able to open an apothecary, which is your modern pharmacy. Pills and supplements, all of that comes from the natural world. It was all derived from there, but now we have all these synthetic versions in order to mass produce and make more money. But before all of that, we had apothecaries, and he opened one, the first one as a Black man. And he also wrote books. He was born in Manhattan, New York, okay? So think about all of this. Like, in the middle of all of this stuff, he went to school with them, which means to me that he either has something to do with it, because he's so smart. He had a genius mind. So why would you not use, no matter what color, why would you not adopt a genius mind to help you run your show? I'm sure he had some ideas too. He was in the same place with them. I'm sure they learned from him just as he learned from them. Sometimes you can be a teacher and a student. Sometimes you can have that type of exchange. And people know him now. It's not like he was pushed down to where like you just never heard of him. We actually know who he is. So it's not like he didn't get the credit. He published a book during slavery time because he was considered a free slave and a free thinker. See, sometimes you can be a free thinker and you can be like an art liberal type of person. And that could free you from a lot of stuff, including being set apart from a community and then being exalted for your natural talents, even acknowledged by your oppressors. Because then to your oppressors, you're not fully being oppressed. You're actually being exalted because they actually learn that they need you. Wow. That's power. That's black power. Not just that, but that's individual power. That's a power of an individual, of a person, like just being a person who is just naturally genius in the mind and a free thinker. Being a free thinker actually can free you from a lot of things that wants to keep you restricted and hold you back. Like this man being a free thinker allowed him to become a doctor and open the practice, the pharmacy, and write a book in the middle of all of this. There's some cracks in the story because people want to focus so much on the whips and stuff, which I hate that happened. But somewhere in this whole thing, they had some people who was exalted even in the midst of it. And that's the beauty of it all. Is that when you're meant to shine, you're going to shine regardless, no matter what the conditions. That's why we know Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman. That's why we know Martin Luther King. Because if it's your destiny to just be a star, you're just going to be a star. And I think that this one right here is definitely one that shined in the midst of everything. Sometimes you do make friends with your enemies, because at the end of it all, you'll just end up being really successful, because you'll make a mark and then you'll be recognized. And there's one last thing that I just thought about James McCune Smith, Dr. Smith, is that something is a truth here that I kind of passed that up a little bit. If the founding fathers created a school specifically for free African people, then that means from the beginning of slavery, like the beginning of the foundation of the United States of America, when everything was formed and became the United States of America, like when everything became solidified and things, when you actually saw a revolutionary change, that's what I mean, then that means that there's some white people who actually wanted to see black people succeed. That some white people are not racist, that some of them actually wanted to help. Because if you didn't want to help, then why would you create a school only for African Americans to become greats in the school? Why was there a school full of African American people that you're helping them to open their own businesses, become their own bosses, be so smart and advanced, run the community, help the people, make the money, get the education, and clean the streets? That sounds like a win-win situation to me. That's why I am not racist. I just don't know how to be racist. Because I'm not going to lie to you, every promotion or advancement I've ever received in my life, honestly, this is from my own personal experience, has been from a white person. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just providing a factual example of why did that happen. Because if you ask me, this doctor opened the door for other black doctors, for other black health educators, for other black health nurses and healers of all kinds, from spiritual to practical life. So in this generation, like in this world that we live in, this history, I'm not talking about the ancient times, that's different. But this lifetime, how did that happen if all the white people were against all the black people? And why, if all the black people were supposed to not progress, why were they brought to the United States? And why was it called the land of the free? Because John Jay and Alexander Hamilton had something to do with this. And they named it the African free school, meaning that they encouraged Africans to be free thinkers and to find their own paths and to invent new paths for their community in order to create a community and find harmony within it. So if you ask me, everybody's supposed to find their individual path in the United States of America, no matter what the skin color. And black people, you've actually been expecting to grow and to succeed. You've been expected to surpass your restrictions, your oppression, by the ones who saw that you had it in you the whole time. Your abilities are already there. I think it's just a matter of you not conforming and thinking freely. All right, thank you guys. God bless.